Last couple of times, I may have had to throw away some of the steak, okay? Did not make me happy. Hi guys, it's Rose and welcome back to Cheap Lazy Vegan and another Cook With Me video. Today, as you guys can see by the title, we are attempting once again to make some vegan steak. Yes, my friends, we're gonna attempt to make seitan again. I think this is my third time with seitan, and you know what they say, guys? Third time's a charm. So let's hope that it works out. So far, my experience with seitan has not been so good. I'll link my first two videos down below. Yeah, it hasn't been good. But a few of you guys have suggested that I try Avant Garde Vegan's seitan steak recipe. So today I'm gonna actually follow his recipe and hope for the best. But to throw in another little challenge to the mix, my building decided today is the day to shut off the water. Yes, we've collected a little bit of water before the shut off, so, but we don't have any running water, so that's a fun time. Let's see what happens. So two challenges. We're gonna challenge myself to make some vegan steak and actually make it edible and delicious, and we're also gonna challenge myself to cook without running water. Okay, so I'm gonna link Avant Garde Vegan, aka Gaz's video down below, as well as his recipe link down below. So I'm not gonna go through like the ingredients or anything like that because it's already on his channel and on his website. Pray for me, guys. I think I need it. Okay, let's get started. All right, guys, so first off, I'm gonna cook up some onion and some garlic. I just have a pan here. I'm just gonna spray a little bit of oil, and then I have some onion and minced garlic here. So we're just gonna sweat it out, okay? Here we go. I'm just gonna quickly sweat out the onion and garlic. While that's happening, actually, let's take a blender and then we're gonna add in the wet ingredients into the blender as Gaz does, okay? So first we have some vegetable stock. We're gonna add that in. Dried shiitake mushrooms. He actually uses porcini mushrooms, but I don't have porcini mushrooms, so I'm gonna add some dried shiitake mushrooms. Oh, and some black beans. We got black beans and dried shiitake mushrooms. We're gonna add that in. All right, now that we have sweated out the onion and garlic mixture, we're gonna add that in to the blender as well. So basically, all the wet ingredients go into the blender, it seems. And this is gonna add the flavor into our vegan steak, okay? We're also gonna add in some red wine. That's gonna add a lot of flavor, I'm sure. And then he uses miso paste as well as some Marmite. Now, I could not find Marmite. Apparently there's like an issue with importing or whatever it is. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more miso paste instead of the Marmite, and hopefully that'll do the trick. I think it's supposed to be, you know, a similar concept, the umami flavor. And then I also have some tomato paste. In the UK, I believe tomato paste is tomato puree. I used to live in the UK and I still don't really remember if it's the same thing, but I think it is. So we're just gonna add some tomato paste. And then we have some balsamic vinegar and soy sauce. And now I think we're just left with the spices. So now we have a collection of spices. There's a lot, guys. There's a lot of spices, but hopefully this will all turn out and this is all worth it, okay? So as you can tell, I'm kind of nervous because I've done this before and it hasn't worked out for me. So I'm just gonna add the mixture of spices in here. Seasonings, spices, herbs. Okay, we're just gonna add that in. And then we're just gonna blend this up. All right, so we've got the mixture, and then now we can add the dry ingredients into a mixing bowl, okay? So we have here some Vital Wheat gluten. Yes, this is the gluten. This is what I'm always afraid to work with, but we're gonna do it today. So we have that, we're gonna add that into our mixing bowl. Woohoo! Next we have some chickpea flour. I think this one is actually a mixture of chickpea and fava. Hopefully it'll work. We're gonna add that in. There we go. And now I guess we might wanna stir the dry ingredients together first, and then let's add this crazy mixture. All right, let's just add it in. Let me know down below if you guys have made seitan before and how it went, what it was like. Did you succeed? Did you fail? What happened? Tell me everything. I really want to be the type of person that can make good seitan. So far, I'm not that person, so we've mixed in, well, we haven't mixed it in yet, but we've added in the wet ingredients to the dry. Now we're gonna mix it. And then I think this is gonna form some kind of dough ball, okay? I think that's the goal.
Formed one ball of dough, so now it's time to knead the dough.
Okay, so we wanna form one ball of dough, as Gaz said. I don't know if I need to use my hands at this point. Maybe I need to use my hands. Okay. I'm so curious. So when I was in Tel Aviv, I actually had the best vegan steak ever, and that's the first time I had hope that you could make like good vegan steak, because up until that point I just gave up on the idea of steak in general for a long time, even though steak used to be like one of my favorite foods, believe it or not, when I was not vegan. So okay, so now we're gonna put it on the counter. And now it's a ball of questioning looking material. Okay, so we're gonna knead it. And apparently we have to knead it for 10 minutes. And Gaz says put all your frustration into it. Now this is the part where I feel like I always fail, because I guess I just don't know how to knead things. And I don't know if I always under knead it or over knead it, because I don't know, like what happens when you under knead it? Is it rubbery? Because I feel like mine comes out rubbery, and I obviously don't want that. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna knead this for 10 minutes. I'm gonna beat it up as much as I can, and then I'll see you guys in 10 minutes. All right guys, so I've beaten this for 10 minutes, and I don't know how Gaz got it like so perfectly, just, you know, in this perfect rectangular shape. Mine looks like a little messy, but you know what, I feel like, you know, steak isn't supposed to look perfectly rectangular, so it's fine. We're gonna cut this up into different pieces, I guess steak-shaped, steak-sized pieces. Like so. This is very interesting. It looks kind of meaty, right? I think. So far it looks decent. I am concerned for the texture. That's like the main concern. I really hope this works out, guys. Last couple of times, I may have had to throw away some of the steak, okay? Did not make me happy. Looks so weird. It really does kind of look meaty. All right, guys, so now that we have our little steak pieces, I guess you could call them, I'm just gonna put this to the side. All right, guys, so now that we have these steaks cut up, we're gonna make the broth, because we have to cook the steaks in the broth. It's a process. Let's go. So I have some vegetable stock here, and I'm gonna add some red wine, more red wine. Fantastic. Gotta love it. We're also gonna add some miso paste as well as some garlic. So more miso paste. Okay. We also have some onion, just roughly chopped, as well as a bay leaf. This is all just to flavor the broth, I'm sure. And then we have some more of those dry shiitake mushrooms. Once again, Gaz used porcini, but I only have shiitake. And I'm also gonna add some dry rosemary, because I don't have fresh rosemary like Gaz does, okay? So we're gonna add that in. So we're gonna bring this to a simmer. And then when it comes to a simmer, I'm gonna add in the little pieces of steak, and then we're gonna simmer that for about an hour, according to Gaz. So yeah, let's wait for this to simmer. All right, my friends, so it is now simmering. We're gonna stick our lovely vegan steak pieces in here, and then we're gonna let this simmer for an hour, apparently. Let me know if you guys have actually tried this recipe, because a few of you did recommend it. So I want to know if you guys tried it, how it turned out, if yours was a disaster or if it worked out. But yeah, here we go. So we've added, the problem with seitan. Okay, let me just tell you the problem with seitan, the problem I have with seitan. I never know like what it's supposed to look like or feel like when it's like perfectly kneaded. I feel like I'm just guessing the entire time, and then I just kind of, you know, he said knead it for 10 minutes, which I did, but I also think sometimes, you know, like climate and the weather, where you are, those things factor in as to, you know, how the ingredients react. So maybe in certain places, like where I live, which is very dry, maybe you need to knead it longer or shorter. I don't know. So that's my problem, but I'll let you know how this goes. Alright guys, so this has been in the water for an hour. It's been simmering for an hour. Look at this. Oh my. I don't know how to feel right now. But anyways. Okay, so what we're gonna do is take them out. So apparently they need to be firm to the touch. They seem a little spongy. Maybe we have to cook it up first, okay? I'm heating this up right now. It's already heated up. I'm just gonna add a little bit of oil. Spray on a little oil. Oh gosh, you guys, I really hope this works. I mean, it looks legit, so. Ooh, look at that. Oh my. Guys, I'm a little nervous. We're just gonna cook it up on each side for a few minutes. I really have no idea how this is gonna be. I'm a little bit scared of the consistency. Hopefully I did it right this time. Pray for me, guys. All right, we're just gonna cook it up. So while we are waiting for the steaks to cook up, we're just gonna plate this nicely. I prepared some little sides here. I literally was like, how do I, like, what sides do people eat with steak? I just have some tomatoes, which look a bit mushy now. We have some mixed veggies. The tomatoes look a bit of a mess. Okay, shall we try to flip it? Okay, it's getting a little, ooh. I think it looks more meaty than the last time I tried to make vegan steak, so that's good. And I really don't want to try and taste it until we have it on the plate. All right, guys, we're gonna cook this up and then I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, you guys, so we cooked up a few more steaks and I think we're ready to taste test. Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna take this piece right here. Oh my gosh. I mean, that literally looks like meat and it's kind of freaking me out. So I think I'm gonna add a little bit of A1 sauce. I think that one's supposed to be for steak. Let's add a little bit of that. Okay. That looks like a plate of steak. I don't know, what do you guys think? I just have to try it. I have to try it, okay? Okay, let's see. This is the moment of truth. So, okay, it feels tender. It feels softer than I had imagined. Maybe we need to boil it longer. We're just gonna try it. We're just gonna try it, okay. It's too soft. The ones we cooked up first, let's try this one. Okay, so first, Gaz made some kind of peppercorn sauce. I didn't do that, so I'm just using barbecue sauce. Okay, so this one has had time to cool down a little bit. Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna try this one. This one looks like it's hardened a little bit more. I don't get it. Do we just need to cook it longer? Is it gonna get harder? It's too soft, okay? The taste is good, although I wouldn't say it tastes necessarily like meat. Although I feel like with like vegan steak, it's like really about that texture. I'm just gonna try another piece, hold on. It's still kind of doughy. Now I'm thinking I didn't knead it enough. It's definitely better than the first time I made vegan steak, but it's still too soft. What do I do? Hold on. So I don't know what the answer is, and I don't know what I keep doing wrong. But what I'm gonna try to do is actually cook this a bit longer on the stove. Is that gonna fix it? Let me think, guys. I'll be right back. All right, guys, so I did try pan frying a little bit more. We pressed it. I pressed it with a pan. So I put a pan on top in hopes that it'll firm up a little bit more. So let's try just a little bite. I feel like I've tried like 15 bites of this. Maybe it needs to cool down. Like it's too... Okay, let me, like the inside is like not, let's see. It's kind of like a sausage. Like it reminds me of like a sausage consistency. Do you know what I mean? It's not horrible, but it's not like a steak. But again, I probably did this wrong, so don't blame the recipe. It's probably me. I'm just gonna try here. I'm gonna try a piece that has been cooled down. Like I feel like it's close, you know? It's like almost there, but I don't know how I feel. It's definitely better than the first time I made it, I think. But the first time I made it, it was too tough. I think it was too rubbery from my experience. And then this time I think it's too soft, a little bit spongy. I think I wanna like let it cool down, and then I think it's gonna firm up more. So maybe tomorrow it'll be better. Who knows? But definitely the ones that are cooled down taste a little bit better. Yeah, I don't know what is this conclusion? Conclusion is I don't know how to make seitan still. And third time is not a charm when it comes to seitan for me. But yeah, let me know down below. I know you guys might have some tips for me. Apparently I never listen to the tips because I can never do this. There's still a long ways to go in terms of me making a really good vegan steak. But leave me some comments, some suggestions down below if you have any. I definitely think that I didn't knead it enough. That's my guess, but who knows? Anyway, guys, check out Gaz's video and also his recipe if you are interested in trying this out yourself. Once again, I'll link those down below, and hopefully you'll do a better job than me. Yes, I think I can still eat these. I'm probably just gonna cut them up and like make it into like a stir fry or something. I don't know, but it's definitely not a steak for me. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. And if you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe and leave me a comment letting me know what you want me to try next. Maybe there's a special weird recipe that you want me to try and you want to watch me fail, who knows? But yeah, leave me a comment down below. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!